So is LEGO becoming too pop culture centric? Ultimately, hello the internet and welcome back to Studio J. A few weeks ago I reported on the fact that the LEGO Ideas Godzilla submission had been approved, was a staff pick and was going to be turned into an official LEGO set. And there was a comment on that video that got me thinking. Squid678 might be right. Because if you look at the more publicly discussed and more publicly released LEGO sets over the last few years, there is certainly a trend of insert pop culture icon here crossed with LEGO. Because take for example, just a few off the top of my head, there is LEGO Bowser, LEGO Dungeons and Dragons, LEGO Optimus Prime, all of the LEGO Marvel Cinematic Universe, and all of LEGO Jurassic Park. Heck, even Dune, you know, that family-friendly movie that came out a little while back, got an ornithopter in LEGO. And now we have the upcoming sets of Godzilla, the X-Files, apparently, and also Star Trek. Although that last one is just a rumour, nothing has officially been confirmed on that one yet, but do check out this video that's here somewhere for my roundup on the rumours surrounding that particular set. So yes, popular culture is creeping its way more and more into mainstream LEGO sets at the moment. But is this a bad thing? And to be honest, Squid's comment, it does actually carry some weight in my opinion, specifically around the fact of LEGO sets being focused more heavily on a specific thing does not encourage as much creativity as your more generic sets tend to do. And yeah, I am aware of the fact that there are still the generic sets that are available out there, but they're not as heavily in the public limelight as, let's say, Godzilla. However, I believe that this focus is not just a move on LEGO's front as a business to capitalise on the popularism of popular culture. They're just going where the money is. They're doing the business thing, which you can't blame them because, well, they're a business. But I also think it is down to a shift in the demographic of the customer base that has grown from building and playing to building and displaying. Because LEGO began making what we all know and love today of the interlocking brick system as early as 1949. Yeah. Some of you watching this video will more than likely live to see the 100th anniversary of LEGO. Let that sink in. But by the late 1990s, the company was in a severe financial crisis due to massive overextensions and just bad mismanagement. But that was also at the same time that LEGO had a huge influx of new customers. Perhaps quite possibly its biggest influx of customers. The millennial. Okay, boomer. Me included. Because I grew up, as all kids do, with LEGO, going from building the set to then playing with the set to taking the set apart and building it as something else. I was very much heavily focused on build and play, not build and display. But I'm in my 30s now, and I still do very much get the kick out of building a specific thing out of an interlocking brick system, but not necessarily the play part afterwards. I'm now build and display. And as well, this shift in the age of the average LEGO customer. Take a look at the wall of boxes that is over there. Most of them all have plus 18 on them for the age. Most countries, that's legal adulthood. Apart from America, you're a bit weird with 21.
That's the joke.
But most 18. So I suspect this focus, this shift in LEGO's philosophy to building the pop culture sets is due to a big part of the fact that there is a significant proportion of its customer base that is now the 30-something-year-olds like me that just want to pop some bricks together in the shape of something we like watching on a screen. So is LEGO becoming too pop culture centric? Ultimately, no, I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, it's still LEGO. It's still the thing that you build out of those little bricks. It can still be taken apart or displayed or built into something else. it's still Lego at the end of the day. There's nothing in the instructions that says, once you build it, you can never take it apart again. You can do that. We're just choosing not to. And at least, it's not Funko Pops. But the internet, do you agree? Let me know down in the comments below. And whilst you're there, why not also check out the channel? Have a look around if you like it. Subscribe or not, I can't tell you what to do, but at least check it out, right? And Lego always has and always will be one of the most iconic toys ever produced. It's a household name, and I honestly cannot think of anyone I know who has never at any point in their life picked up a Lego brick. And according to Wikipedia, by 2015, 600 billion Lego bricks had been produced. And it's now 2025, 10 years on, that number is only going to have gone up. And I'm going to assume by a lot. But anyway, the internet, to whiplash you back to the original thing that I had the idea to do this video on, is when the Godzilla Lego set eventually comes out, and when it eventually stomps its way into reality and somewhere in this studio, because it is going to happen, I will be getting it, it will be appearing on this very channel. So do at least consider subscribing so that you know when Lego Goji is coming. But my predictions for it, what will we actually see with this set? It's still only just been confirmed. We have no further details other than it's happening. What are we going to see? Based on a previous Lego Ideas set, or based on a previous pop culture set that has been released. Specifically, I'm going with the Lego Optimus Prime as a kind of base marker for what this set could be. It is likely not going to be any cheaper than that. It's probably going to be more expensive than the Lego Optimus Prime, let's be honest. And it will likely be in the 1,000 to 2,000 part range, with a probably finished height of about 30 centimeters, you know, about this kind of big. This Godzilla, this big. It certainly makes the most sense in that, to me, it would be a set that is big enough that it does attract a lot of people to buy it, but it's also not big enough that it would be coming in at the prohibitively expensive price range of, say, an Ultimate Collector's Edition Venator class Star Destroyer. Nani? And as for what version of the King of the Monsters we're gonna get, I think it's probable that it will be the legendary Monsterverse version of this particular kaiju, purely on the grounds of it's going to be the most recognisable to Western audiences, as it is certainly currently the most well known for what we do get currently outside of Japan. Godzilla -1, not counting that one just quite so yet. I'm still thinking more Godzilla Legendary. Although this particular Godzilla enjoyer is quite fond of the Millennium Era version, so, you know, I've got my hopes pinned on that one. It'll be the Legendary Verse one, let's be honest. So the internet, thank you so much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.